Hey there, in this video we are going to work on quizzes in Canvas. We so far have covered building your initial pages and kind of setting up your Canvas course. Um, we've gone through syllabus, modules, assignments, so now we're getting into more in-depth pieces. Again, if you want to access your quizzes, you can go directly to quizzes, or you can see it in your modules if you have put it in there already. And we'll go this route this time. So they're automatically going to tell you it's not published. So you can go ahead and publish it or wait till you've built the quiz. It doesn't really matter. Once it is built, you can preview it somewhat like a student to see how it's going to look. And so that's a really handy tool to make sure things are formatting right. And you can also preview it up here. But we're going to go ahead and edit this quiz. And just kind of give them a brief overview of the quiz. Okay, so the first thing you can choose if it's actually going to be graded, if it's going to be a survey of some sort, or if it's just going to be a practice quiz, in which case it won't really give them a grade, it'll just give them a complete or incomplete. We're going to make this graded. Again, you can adjust what group it's in. If you want to shuffle answers, give them a time limit so you know they're not going to be doing it forever and possibly using resources they shouldn't be. If you want to let them do it multiple times, so if it's a practice quiz and you want them to be able to do it over and over until they get the information, you can do that. Now, big thing here you need to pay attention to is Canvas automatically defaults to let students see their quiz responses and the correct answers. A lot of people don't want students to see the correct answers on an actual quiz, because if you have 3 courses of freshman math and the first class takes the quiz, then they can go to the students and say, oh, it's answer A, B, C, D, and E. So I would recommend taking that one off. Or you can change it to where they can't see the correct answers until a week from now, when everybody should be done with the quiz. And if you're going to have like a final of some sort, you can hide the answers before that time. So they could use the quiz as a study tool, but then would not have access to it after a certain time frame. You can do one question at a time, and it will end up showing the students like a check mark box of how many questions they have left over here. You can lock the questions if you want. If you want them to have an access code, so basically a password of some sort, you can do that as well. And how do you want to assign it? When's it due? Is it going to be open till a certain time? That kind of stuff. So that's all on the front page, the details of the quiz. Getting into actually building the questions. You can do groups or you can do a new question. All it is organizing the questions. So if you want to have a bunch of true, false, and then some multiple choice, and then maybe an essay of some sort. If you've already built quizzes, you can find questions, and so you could look in other courses or other classes that you've used and choose those and then edit through those. We're just going to build some new ones though. Now, the beauty of Canvas is there is multiple options for test questions. You can literally build an entire test, a final, pretty much whatever you want on Canvas. There's true, false, fill in the blank, whatever you want. They also have, for you math teachers, the math equation symbols. And I'm not a math person, so I'm not going to attempt to make one of these, but if you needed to type in your numbers and a symbol and whatever, you can. Okay, insert equation. And it will, if my internet was not slow, it'll pop up in this box right here. Then your answers. You just type in whatever you want your answer to be. We'll change this to okay. Update your question, and then these little tabs right here is if you want to enter some kind of comment. You can. And so if the student were to answer that, they would get that response. This is beneficial in the fact of if this is a practice quiz of some sort, and it was, say, just a few questions, you could give them a comment as to why that was a correct or incorrect answer. If you don't want this many options, you can always delete one, or you can add more, whatever you want to do. So you update your question. Oh, there's the symbol. It just didn't show it in the typing bracket. And you can save and publish your quiz at any point. But if you want to create more, you just keep creating. You can do your true, false. Again, simply, and then you can select which one should be the right answer just by this arrow. Give your question. Again, because we have the app, you can insert a YouTube video. So if you want to insert a video and say, watch this video and answer the following questions, you could do that. And actually, that's part of the question grouping. They would be able to see the YouTube video throughout the whole group and answer multiple questions on it. Fill in the blank. You would write your question out here. And then give multiple options of what they could have. This is for like misspellings, typos. Maybe it's like a dollar amount and you don't know if the kid's going to put 50 cents or 0.50 or how they're going to variate their answer. You can give multiple options. You can always go back when you're grading the quiz, and if they thought of something you did not, that's still a correct answer, you can still give them credit for it. This just tries to give several different options. There's multiple blanks, multiple answers. So again, you can select multiple corrects. You could give possible incorrect answers if you need to. Drop downs. And this is where you would enter some kind of variable. Matching, formula questions. So you would type in one possibility here, and then it should match to this option. It will scramble them for you, but this is just you building it. And the formula questions should show up some of your stuff there. So you can go through, add as many things as you want. Save and publish. Again, if you want to hide it until that test comes up, you can. But play around with the questions options, and if you have any questions or are not able to upload or input something, just come see me. I'll be more than happy to help you. I hope this video helps, and thanks and good luck.